Have you ever woken up from a dream so wild and vivid that it made you question reality? Well, I had one of those, except mine wasn't a dream.
This secret.
It actually happened, believe it or not.
Pretty sweet ride,
Hi,
right?
I'm
And she's all
Avery,
mine.
a young billionaire pilot, and this is my
Check out the
story of
newest
how I
addition to the
ended up
fleet.
in the
Pretty
creepiest and
sweet
most
ride, right?
mysterious place
And
in the
she's all
world.
Look at
Let's
these
take it
specs.
from the
This jet
top.
is incredible. We are going
It
to break
all
the altitude
started
record
when my
today.
best
If you say
friend,
so. I
Mila,
just hope we
and
don't
I were
crash
getting
it.
ready
But
for
look at
some
these
party
specs.
on
This
one of
jet
my
is
private
incredible.
islands.
We are going to break the altitude.
And while
How can
I
you be
was
so
picking
calm
which
right now?
jet to
We have
fly,
work to do,
she was
and you're
busy
polishing the
ranting
jet.
about how I just
It's already
rejected my
perfect.
8th
Relax.
millionaire suitor on
How
that
can
same
you be
day.
so calm right now?
I
It's ridiculous.
swear, you
turned down the
reject
mechanic,
men
the
like it's
supply
your
officer, and that
natural
incredibly
reflex.
nice ensign. What exactly are you
A-listers,
looking for?
heirs,
It's
young
ridiculous. You
CEOs,
turned down the
that
mechanic,
prince
the
from
supply
somewhere
officer,
I
and that
can't
incredibly
pronounce.
nice ensign. What exactly are
Girl,
you looking
what
for?
exactly are you
It's
looking for?
ridiculous. You turned down the mechanic.
I
swear
slid
to
my
Avery,
hand
sometimes you act
along
like
the
this
wing
hangar is
of
your
jet
personal
number
playground.
3
We
like
have a
it was
mission
a
briefing in
Greek
10 minutes,
god.
and you're busy flirting with the hardware
I
again.
don't know.
I swear to Avery, sometimes
Maybe
you act
I'm
like
just
this hangar is
looking
your
for
personal
something
playground.
more.
We have a mission briefing in
Someone who can make my heart feel like it's about to jump off a cliff.
That's medically inaccurate. It's just a
Maybe.
strong palpitation.
That sounds like an arrhythmia.
Actually jumping.
Honestly,
Exactly.
It's dreadful. I expected
The
better than
world's
this.
too big
Come on,
to
it's not
settle
that
just
bad.
because
The
someone
right one
has a
is still out
yacht
there
named
somewhere.
after me.
Honestly, it's dreadful.
Maybe you
I
just
expected better
haven't
than
met the
this.
right one yet.
Come on, it's not that bad.
Who knows?
Avery,
It could be
your father
hiding
demands
in
your
the most
presence immediately.
unexpected place.
He can wait. I'm
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Avery, your father.
You really
Just
thought your
then,
security
my
detail
head
could keep me
bodyguard
out.
stormed
Look
in
around.
with the
This
other
entire
walking
hangar is
muscle
mine now.
towers.
You're dismissed.
Miss Avery,
You
your
really thought your
father
security
strictly
detail
said,
could keep me
no
out.
flights
Look
without a
around.
pilot
This
or
entire hangar is
protection
mine
team.
now. You're dismissed.
With
Sorry,
supervision, Miss Avery. Oh, please, just this once. Ma'am, this
Sorry,
is
boys.
serious. You can't be late for the party.
Avery,
Sorry,
what are you
boys.
doing? We're going to crash.
Mila scrambled
Are you
in
completely
after me,
insane?
gripping
Trust
her
me, this is the
matcha
fun way
tea
to
like
fly.
it was holy
Avery,
water.
What are you doing?
Are we actually doing this? Yep. I'm cutting trackers and signals, so don't scream. Why do I hang out with you again? Because you love me. And I got you that gold-plated PS5. Mila was only interested in 3 things: parties, video games, and me. Fair
Movie
enough.
endings?
We were up in the
Skincare.
clouds in under a minute. You ever wonder what the edge of the
Movie
world
endings?
looks like? No.
Aviator
Normal
Barbie.
people wonder
Oh,
about
no.
movie endings, skincare routines, and what their cats are thinking.
Aviator.
Well,
Avery,
you wonder
you need to
about
reduce
edges
speed.
and
The airframe can't
wormholes
take this
and
much
flying
stress.
into unmapped airspace. Be
Avery,
careful what you wish
need to
for,
reduce speed.
Aviator Barbie.
The airframe can't take this much.
But that's the thing. I liked the unknown. I liked chasing the things that most people were too scared to look at. Maybe it was the curious cat in me. The sun was already setting as we neared the island.
Where?
I practically felt the music blasting from the party
Exactly.
below, and honestly, I'd rather keep flying than partying with a
Where?
bunch of basic guys.
Exactly.
How about we go somewhere else?
We're going to crash. Relax, Mila.
Where?
I told you I can handle it.
The
I bet you
edge
10
of the
credits I can
freaking
land this
world?
perfectly. Avery, we can't
Exactly.
do this. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We're not
You're
waiting any
joking,
longer.
right?
The patrol routes are clear.
Tell
and
me
the
you're
sunset provides
joking.
The perfect cover. We're
Just
finally
a
getting
few
out of
more
here.
loops,
We're
okay?
not waiting any longer. The
Girl,
patrol
I
routes are
swear
clear,
on my
and the
last
sunset
will,
provides the
you're
perfect
going to
cover.
regret
We're
this
finally
one
getting out of
day.
here.
Fine. But we better not miss the party, or else. Don't worry, girl, I got you. I whipped a U-turn midair and just let loose. I was flying not just with wings, but with freedom. No rules, no schedules, no rich parents breathing down my neck. It was just me, the sky, and my best girl screaming her lungs out beside me. Just then, I spotted a massive flock of birds charging straight at us like feathered missiles. And they did not look friendly at all.
Where are you?
Uh-oh.
What is this place?
Avery, hold on.
Mila,
I tried steering away,
Where are
but
you?
it was too late.
what is this place?
When I opened
Where
my
am
eyes, I wasn't in my jet anymore. I was lying
am
on
I?
the grass in the middle of nowhere.
Where am I?
I sat up and looked around, with my heart pounding in my ears. No Mila. No jet. Just weird-looking trees, starlit ruins, and some moon statues everywhere.
Please
Where
don't
am
be
I?
poop.
If something happened to Mila, I swear to God, I couldn't forgive myself.
Please don't be poop.
I reached for my phone, and my stomach instantly dropped when I realized that it wasn't in my pocket.
Please don't be poop.
It was probably still inside the jet, if it still existed. I scrambled up and immediately heard the saddest squish under my designer boots. Please don't be poop. Please don't be poop. Yep. Probably poop. Great. Love that for me. Had no time to emotionally process that right now. I needed to find Mila, or my jet, or a working cell tower, or anyone I could beg for help. I mean, I didn't survive boarding school and etiquette class just to die lost in an unfamiliar place. I took a shaky step forward and glanced up, then froze at the sight of the massive moon. It was hanging so low, I felt like I could high-five it. Its bluish-purple light drenched the place, making everything feel strangely off. I tensed up the moment I heard rustling nearby. I spun around and gasped when I saw a deer. And it wasn't just any deer. It was tall, glowing, and elegant. And it was staring right at my soul. It then turned and pranced away into the mist. And of course, being the curious little disaster that I was, I followed it. As I walked, I noticed even more moon statues around, and giant deer sculptures peeking out from behind glowing bushes like they were quietly watching me. What even is this place? For a moment, I actually hoped that I was at the edge of the world. I was terrified and weirdly curious at the same
stop
time.
Right there. Who do you think
Eventually, the deer stopped at some ruins on a low cliff, where old stone shrines
stop right
and
there.
ancient
Who
relics
do you
that my
think you
dad
are?
would probably be interested in were scattered around. My heart jumped in relief when I spotted someone. A woman. But something was off with her. She was kneeling in front of one of the shrines, arms lifted toward the glowing moon, like she was in the middle of some ritual or something. I was about to call out to her when she suddenly rose.
Now.
Her long,
I felt your
ethereal
presence.
purple hair spilling over her shoulders and shimmering under the
You can
moonlight.
Stop hiding now.
Wait, were those elf ears? And what was up with the antlers on her head? It was probably just a fancy headband, right? Or some kind of fashion here. Before I could even say hi, the deer walked up to her, and she smiled and leaned her forehead against its nose like they'd been besties since birth. Weird, but sweet. Like nature therapy. And I almost didn't want to interrupt. As the deer backed away and trotted down the slope, the woman suddenly spoke. The forest whispers when someone new arrives. She then turned to face me and started glowing.
Hey, wait!
And did she seriously just turn into another deer right in front of me? So, shapeshifters were indeed real. Okay, either I was dreaming, or I hit my head really, really hard. The creature, just started galloping down the slope and across the terrain like it was totally normal behavior. Hey, wait. I tried to follow it, but I suddenly froze when I heard a lullaby echoing through the trees. I followed the sound, and just a few feet from where I left the cliff, I stumbled into a flower field. And in the middle of it was another woman. And she was twirling under the moon like she was filming a perfume commercial or something.
Hey,
God,
sorry
I
about
hope this
I know
one's
it's
normal
late,
this
but I really
time.
needed to talk to you about what
I
happened
hid behind a
earlier.
tree
I
to
hope I
take a
didn't mess
closer
anything
look
up.
at her,
Hey,
and
sorry
wow,
about
she
this.
looked
I know
hauntingly
it's late,
beautiful.
but I really needed to talk to I
No
literally fell from the
antlers
sky
this
and I don't know
time.
where I am. I'm
Just a
completely
lacy
lost.
eye mask
Please,
and a
just
stunning
give me a
dress
phone. I
that
need
was
to call
giving
someone.
Dior or
I literally
Valentino
fell from the sky and
vibes.
I don't know where I am. I told
Not
you we
going
shouldn't
to
have come here.
lie,
Now look,
she was
it's completely dark
mesmerizing,
I don't
and
know
I
where the
just
exit
couldn't
is.
look away.
Do you hear the flowers
Just
singing?
then, she
I told
tilted
you we
her
shouldn't have
head
come
toward
here. Now
me
look,
and
it's
smiled,
completely dark
like
and I
she
don't know
knew
where the
I was
exit
there
is.
all along, even
Do
with
you
her
hear the
eyes
flowers
closed
singing?
all this
I told you we
time.
shouldn't have come here. Now look.
Was that you singing?
Hi.
It seems
Sorry,
I am the
I didn't
only
mean
one
to
who
crash
can hear
your
the lullaby.
Was that you
midnight flower
singing?
ritual thing.
It seems
Super
I am
pretty,
the only
by the
one
way.
who can hear the lullaby.
But, yeah. So I just literally fell out of the sky, and I'm lost and possibly hallucinating. I was just wondering if you have a phone, or you could at least tell me where I am. Because I would really love to. You heard it, didn't you?
Where are you?
Heard what,
Nahida.
exactly? The moon's lullaby.
Get away
Wait,
from me!
that wasn't you singing? I used to be the only one who could hear it. She paused, and in a split second, she was already right in front of me. Until you showed up. My soul instantly left my body. Like, how did she even? There was no walking involved. The moment I blinked again, she was gone. Before I could even process what the heck just happened, creepy, shadowy, reddish figures suddenly stepped out from the dark and lunged at me, screaming. I started running for dear life. At this point, I was sure I had to be dreaming, because if I wasn't, then what in the world were those things? When I finally lost them, I crashed into a mossy statue and ducked behind it. Through the fog, I saw moon statues, more relics, and gravestones. Blood
Wait,
drained
please
from my
stop.
face when I
Flynn,
realized that
look
I
at
was
me.
in a
Don't
freaking
ignore me, I'm
graveyard.
begging you.
Just when I thought this place couldn't
Wait,
get any
please stop.
creepier.
Flynn!
Moments later, I saw something bluish-purple flicker ahead. As it got closer, I realized that it was a guy walking through the dark mist with a lantern. He had a long black overcoat, gloves, and boots. And his lantern pulsed with a cold, steady glow that somehow made the darkness lean back.
Dangerously
Excuse
hot.
me. Sir?
Are
Fog
you,
guy.
the Grim Reaper?
I'm super lost, and I
Dangerously
really
hot.
need some help. But he didn't respond.
Are you, the
He
Grim
just
Reaper?
kept walking like he'd stepped out of
Dangerously
the
hot.
underworld. Hello? When he got close, my heart felt like it was about to jump off a cliff. He had pale
wish.
skin, a jawline sharper than my sanity, and eyes that
Are
looked
you
like
a
he hadn't
vampire?
slept for centuries.
I wish. That
And
neck
yet,
of yours is quite
somehow,
distracting, you
he
know?
still
I
managed to
wonder how
look
it
hot.
tastes.
Dangerously hot.
That neck
Am
of
I
yours is
dead?
quite distracting, you know?
And you're the
I wonder
Grim
how it
Reaper
tastes.
assigned to escort me to the afterlife? I then held my breath when he suddenly leaned in closer, pushing the lantern near my face.
Oh,
I
God,
wish.
Wait, it was
Then, a
I can
vampire.
explain. Really, I just
I
need a
hugged my
second.
jacket tighter and shielded my neck,
God, wait,
just in case.
It was just.
Unfortunately, no.
The fish bones shouldn't exist
But
until
your neck
Tuesday,
does look
unless
tempting.
The graveyard shifted timelines
My
again.
soul screamed at
But
his
if the
deep
causality
voice.
loop holds, the fish bones
When he finally backed off,
Crash-landed,
I
moon
gasped
cult.
like I just survived a staring contest with Lucifer himself.
Flying. Please,
So,
Flynn, you have
you
to
are,
help me.
you're a
I
normal
can't do this
person?
alone.
Sorry, I
Please,
was.
Flynn, you have to help me.
Gosh,
do this
wait,
alone.
I think I have something stuck in my throat. His attractive face has got me malfunctioning so bad. Probably either a shark's bone or a lobster's claw. So, okay,
are you a
here's my
local?
story. I was flying my jet, crash landed here, then found
So,
myself running
are
away
you a
from some
local?
creepy moon cult with chanting and possibly floating people. I need to get out of here, and I assume that you can help me with that. But he just stared at me. But not with annoyance. Not even with concern. More like calculation. Like he was trying to decide if I was a threat, a liability, or maybe his next victim.
So are you gonna tell
you're
me
a
why
local
we're really
here?
or do I have to guess?
Still
I'm getting
nothing.
bored, you know?
No answer, no emotion,
So are you gonna
just
tell me why we're really
farming.
here, or do I have to guess?
I spotted a tall silhouette barely visible
it's
through the
fine.
fog,
Just
a
give me
towering
5.5
lighthouse
seconds,
on a
okay?
hill. And it
I mean,
looked
I'm
like he was
literally
heading
buying the
straight
aircraft,
for
so
it.
It's fine.
So,
My
are you
bodyguards are
heading
totally
towards that
freaking out.
lighthouse?
I have to
Can
find
I come
Mila.
with you? I guess not.
My bodyguards are totally
So,
freaking
what's
out.
this place called?
I have to find Mila.
Because it's seriously giving Haunted Island
my
vibes.
bodyguards are totally.
I
This
kept
is
tossing
unacceptable.
questions
I
his
demand a
way,
spa
but
and a
it
boba tea
basically
right
felt
now.
like I was
Ew,
interviewing
is this
the
what
air.
I think it is? Gross.
So,
Ugh,
we're
this is
somewhere in the
unacceptable.
US?
I demand a spa and a
Do you
boba tea
guys
right
have
now.
an airport
Ew,
here?
Is this what I think it is?
A helipad?
Ugh, this is.
I'm just wondering if I could, you know, buy an
What is it you hope
aircraft
to
so I could
achieve
fly
by
my way
following me?
out of here. Can I borrow your phone for, like, 5 and
What is it you
1/2
hope to
seconds?
achieve by following?
I'm
Serial killer?
97% sure my bodyguards and assistants are freaking out right now. I need them to
Serial
help me
killer?
locate my friend and pick me up ASAP. Any chance there's a boba
Excuse
tea
me?
place nearby?
You look like nothing
And
but a
a
lost
spa.
soul wandering the fog.
Gosh, my feet are killing me.
Excuse me?
He totally screamed
look like
danger,
nothing but a
but I
lost
was
soul
desperate at
wandering
this
the fog.
point. You own
Ouch.
this
My
place,
sensitive
don't
soul
you?
is wounded.
Finally,
But seriously,
he acknowledged
who
my
exactly
presence
are you?
again.
Yeah.
I
Ouch.
guard the
My
borders of
sensitive
this
soul
dying
is
land
wounded. But
from
seriously,
outsiders like
who exactly
you.
are you?
Outsiders
Names
like
are a
me?
luxury.
Do I look like a
So
serial
I suppose I
killer
should
to
just call
you?
you Vladimir then.
He scanned me from head to toe
Names
and
are a
scoffed like
luxury.
I was the worst thing he'd seen
So I
all
suppose I
day.
should just call you Vladimir.
Excuse
focus.
me?
Flynn the Finicky?
More like a
Flint?
lost
Oh, I
soul,
know. How about my
stumbling
little
through
shadow
things she
prince?
cannot
It fits the
comprehend.
fog.
Okay,
Ouch. That sounded poetic and insulting. That was the intention. Could you at least tell me your name?
One
Names
more word
are
out
a
of you,
luxury.
and you'll regret it.
Oh my god, that's exactly what someone named Vladimir would say.
One more word out of you.
Call me
and
whatever
you'll
helps
regret
you
it.
sleep at night. Okay, sir, whatever helps you sleep at night. Bit long for a name, though. Maybe I'll just call you. He shot me a death glare, and I should have been scared, but I blushed instead. What in the world is happening to me? Keep talking, and I'll make you sleep permanently. Did he just casually threaten my life? Okay, chill.
Let nothing stand
Zipping
in your way.
it.
Bring him to me now.
Mouth sealed.
Go
Muted.
forth, my shadow.
He glanced back at me again, and this time, he was looking past me, over my shoulder, like something horrifying was creeping up behind me. What's going on? I slowly turned and gasped at the sight of those shadow creeps slipping out of the mist, realizing they were the same entities who had chased me earlier.
We have
But
to leave
before
now.
they
They're
could
everywhere.
get close, Graveyard Hottie Flynn suddenly stepped in front of me and raised his glowing
to leave now.
lantern
They're
like it was a
everywhere.
sword.
Where are
He
we
spoke
going?
with cold
Wait, Flynn,
authority,
why are you
his
leaving?
voice cutting through the fog as he commanded the figures, "You're looking for the wrong
Where are we
person.
going?
Wait, Flynn,
Now,
why are you
be
leaving?
gone." His lantern suddenly lit up with an intense, cold light that cut through the fog,
ever see
making
you
the
again?
shadow creeps scream in agony and disappear like smoke. Did he just save my life? I was still in shock from the sudden rescue when he leaned in closer again, his face near mine, and whispered something to me.
Oh my
If you want to
God.
stay alive, then stay out of the dark. Got it, he warned, and I could only nod,
God.
whispering back, got it. Before I could even ask him about the context, he suddenly stepped back into the thick fog and completely disappeared from sight, causing me to shout, "Wait! Hey! Where are you going?" I ran and searched for him everywhere in the mist, but now he was gone, just gone, and I didn't even get his name, leaving me to wonder if I would ever see that Graveyard Hottie again. After a brief mental breakdown, I decided to keep going, wandering aimlessly until I reached the edge of the woods, where there was a quiet stretch of dark water and a tiny, old rowboat tied to a post. Oh my God, is this finally my getaway ride? I thought, but I climbed in and instantly regretted it, because when I tried rowing, the boat just went sideways, then backwards, then I nearly flipped over. My muscles were clearly
Let's
not
begin the
built for
procedure,
this,
shall we?
and I wondered why I didn't take boating lessons. But eventually, the boat bumped against another
begin the
shore,
procedure,
and I
shall we?
almost kissed the ground out of sheer relief.
Totally
Before
normal.
I could even
Awake at
explore the new
last.
place and find some help, a group of terrifying, monstrous creatures
Totally
suddenly
normal.
appeared out
Awake
of
at
nowhere
last.
and started cornering me against the water.
We are
Okay,
upgrading you,
at this
Avery.
point,
This
I was
advanced treatment may be
200%
uncomfortable,
sure I
but
was
it is
just
entirely
dreaming,
necessary for
so
your
I closed
continued
my eyes
cooperation.
tightly,
We are
held my
upgrading you,
breath,
Avery.
and
This
braced
advanced
myself
treatment may
for
be
whatever came
uncomfortable,
next.
But it is entirely necessary.
I
Your
hoped
screams
that
are quite
after
loud,
this, I'd
but the data
finally
you are
wake up from
providing
this
is
nightmare,
exquisite.
but
Hold still now,
instead,
this won't
I
hurt the
woke up
sample.
slowly to the overwhelming
Your
smell
screams are
of
quite
bleach
loud,
and cold
but the data
metal.
you are providing is
The fluorescent lights above me flickered ominously, and I could hear something dripping nearby as I tried moving, only to realize that I was strapped to a surgical bed in a thin hospital gown.
I hope you don't
Okay,
mind the
so
intrusion,
apparently
Doctor.
those creatures actually hospital napped me, and just as I was hoping for the Graveyard Hottie
hope you
to
don't
come
mind
and
the
save
intrusion,
me,
Doctor.
the metal door suddenly hissed open, and a creepy surgeon walked in.
I hope you.
He was tall and thin,
go
with
now. They're
slick
coming
back
back.
blue hair and a creepy,
Hurry, through the
metallic,
window.
beak-like mask that covered the lower half of his
We have to
face.
go now.
Oh,
They're coming
and he
back.
was holding a freaking drill.
Hurry, through the window.
Totally normal,
is this
I thought
place?
sarcastically,
What's wrong?
just as he
They tracked
spoke,
me here.
awake at last.
There's no escape this time.
I yelled back, Who the
What
heck
is
are
this
you?
place?
And why
What's
am I
wrong?
dressed like I'm about to
tracked me
get
here.
dissected?
There's no escape this.
What is going to happen to
Curiosity
him?
demands
I need to know.
sacrifice, and you should feel
is no
honored,
time.
he
Get to the
said,
window
to which
now.
I retorted, whatever you
What is
say,
going to happen
freak
to him?
show.
I need to know.
Touch me,
There is
and
no
I
time.
swear my
Get to the
lawyers will
window now.
erase your entire bloodline
What
from
is going to happen to
society.
him? I need to know.
Legally, of course,
You
I
are
added,
mine,
but he
Avery.
just replied,
You will
"You're
not
still
leave this
young,
room."
but already quite stubborn," as he reached for a metal tray
You
filled
are
with
mine,
shiny,
Avery.
terrifying
You will
tools
not
and
leave this
syringes.
room.
Since you asked, I'll be frank, he continued, his voice cold. You have nothing to worry about. Under my care, you'll receive the most advanced and effective treatment, and I will personally supervise your recovery. What does that even mean? I'm not sick or broken or whatever. I shouted, but he just said, But that's where you're wrong. You're in my sanctuary now. This is a facility for correcting flaws, for perfecting minds, for studying consciousness, he explained. Then he picked up a large syringe, and the second that needle glinted under the light, my soul left the building. I assure you, he said, moving closer, you will be my next successful experiment, which made me scream, "Let me go, you psycho." Let's just play around with your brain a little, he mused, ignoring my screams. You'll be amazed at what's hiding inside. Just as he reached for me with a gloved hand, the double door suddenly slammed open, and a young, agile boy wearing a traditional-looking hat and a ragged outfit wheeled in a huge oxygen tank.
Do you
Apologies,
really think that toy will get you out
doctor.
of here,
I
Avery?
heard you needed more air, the boy
I
said.
don't know what you mean.
But before the
I just
doctor
found
could
this.
reply
Do you really think
the
that
tank
toy will get you out
suddenly
of here,
exploded
Avery?
without warning,
I-
filling the
I
room
don't
with
know what you
smoke
mean.
and gas.
I just found this.
The
Through the
structural
haze,
integrity of
the
this
boy
sector is
quickly moved to
compromised.
my
It
bed and
requires immediate
unstrapped me,
maintenance.
his voice
Another
urgent,
freak.
fast.
The structural integrity
are
of
closing
this sector
in.
is compromised. It requires
If you want to
immediate
live,
maintenance.
take the
Another
window.
freak. The
Jump.
structural integrity.
Oh, wait, what? Who are you? And why are you helping me? I asked, and he replied grimly, someone who used to be his experiment, and survived. Okay, but
Baby
what
girl.
about you? I asked frantically, but he just shoved me toward the window, saying, just
Baby
go.
girl.
I've got some unfinished business to take care of here.
Seriously,
We heard the
doll
surgeon's
face. Did you
muffled
crawl out
voice
of the
yell
bargain
from the
bin looking
smoke.
like that?
You think
Says
running
the one I'm
away
about
will
to
save
handle like
her?
trash.
She belongs
Seriously,
to us
doll face.
now.
Did you crawl out of the
The door suddenly burst open again, and those same terrifying creatures who had kidnapped me poured into the room and charged straight at me with terrifying speed.
Get
As
back!
the truck rumbled through the darkness, I lay on my back and looked up, expecting sunlight, freedom, or
Get back!
something, but to my surprise, the moon was still there, just looking smaller and duller now. Eventually, the truck stopped and ejected me like a piece of trash, making me roll into a massive scrapyard surrounded by metal heaps and broken machines, right behind a shady-looking lab facility. I started looking for something that could help me get out of
Don't
here,
worry,
and while
I'm here
digging
now.
through the
Everything
rusty,
is going to be
damp
fine.
scrapyard, I finally spotted something useful, a busted-up
Don't worry,
electric
I'm
scooter.
here now. Everything.
Just as I was about to hop on my escape vehicle, someone stepped out from the shadows and blocked my path. A short, young girl who looked exactly like an evil porcelain doll. "Where do you think you're going?" she asked in a cold voice, and I just stammered. Home. Is there any problem with that?
Hold on.
I do have a problem with that. She replied flatly, and I just
These
sighed.
weirdos just leave me alone.
Great.
Hold on.
Another freak. I see it
think
in
they're
your
here for a friendly
eyes,
chat.
she said,
Let's
her
move.
head tilting. You're scared and thrilled at the same
I
time.
don't think they're here for a friendly chat.
How did she know
Let's
that?
move.
You're running on unstable emotions.
I don't-
You are easily corruptible, she continued, but don't worry, I'm here to optimize you, baby girl. She pressed something on a sleek tablet, and right behind her, a massive, terrifying silhouette rose from the metal heaps with glowing red eyes and loud, whirring joints. Is that a freaking robot? I yelled, and the doll girl just smirked. My little friend here removes errors. And you, unfortunately, qualify. Just as the massive
okay?
robot lunged at me with a metallic
Thank you for
roar,
saving my
I
life.
acted on instinct and yeeted the busted-up scooter straight
Are
at
you
it,
okay?
but the scooter only bounced off like a
Thank you for
sad
saving
little
my
paper
life.
plate.
I came
Right
here
as
for
the
you.
robot raised its
You?
giant metal claw to squash me like a poor little bug,
You.
a long and massive steel
came here
beam
for
bar
you.
suddenly swung
You?
down from above, crushing its arm with a sickening crunch.
You.
It is
I
my
looked
duty
up
to
to see
ensure.
who saved me and
you
instantly
alright?
forgot how to breathe.
I'm
It
so
was a
sorry I
blonde guy with
screamed.
a face card so
It is my
powerful
duty
it
to
could make
ensure.
women across the globe
Are you
bark,
alright?
and a jawline sharp enough
I'm
to
so
bankrupt
sorry I
the diamond
screamed.
industry.
It is my duty.
It was like my
Oh,
whole
my
life
modern
flashed
knight
before my
in
eyes,
shining
in
armor.
4K
I thought,
resolution.
who is
I
this
saw
guy?
everything.
Let's get
He
you
glanced down at me
home. It was like my
and
whole life
smiled.
flashed
You
before
all
my
right?
eyes, in 4K resolution.
Hang in there.
I saw everything.
Let me
Let's
just
get you
finish
home.
this real
It was
quick.
like my whole life flashed.
I opened my mouth to respond, but absolutely
really
nothing
it?
came out.
How big is
My
it?
brain was
Where are we going
buffering harder
first?
than cheap hotel Wi-Fi.
Go ahead.
By the
captain is
time I
waiting.
blinked, the creepy
I don't like
porcelain
this,
doll
Victor.
girl and her now damaged death bot had completely vanished into
ahead,
the
the captain is
shadows,
waiting.
making the blonde guy
don't like this,
remark,
Victor.
well, got to give them credit. Fast feet.
Go ahead. The captain is waiting.
Just when I
Why?
thought the coast was clear, those terrifying, monstrous
What's in it for
creatures
him?
suddenly emerged from the dark alleys, making
Why?
me yell, "Can't these weirdos just leave me alone?"
What's in it for him?
Victor
I know.
replied grimly,
It's hard to
I don't
resist all
think they're
this,
here to
even
have
at
a
sea.
friendly little chat,
Save some
and then
admiration for the
immediately
morning,
grabbed
won't
my
you?
arm, urging
I
me,
know.
let's move.
It's hard to resist all this.
Before I could
bathroom
even
now.
react to the new danger,
can't wear this
he
torn
scooped
thing
me up
anymore.
effortlessly over
Please,
his
Victor,
shoulder like a
clothes.
duffel bag and bolted
need a
straight into the
bathroom now.
fog.
And I can't.
I was screaming my lungs
Oh,
out
my
as their
holy
claws
juicy
reached
protein
for us
powder.
from the darkness, but this guy had insane speed and reflexes, dodging them
Oh, my
easily.
holy juicy protein powder.
And somehow, while he was carrying me like
cozy.
I weighed nothing,
Are you-
he still managed
Are
to
you,
skillfully beat up
from here?
some of them with his precious steel beam
um,
bar.
Cozy.
When we finally
here to
outran them
reclaim
and
what is
stopped in a
rightfully
safe,
ours.
quiet alley, I was this close to puking all over his boots from the
We are here
chaotic,
to reclaim
upside-down
what is
motion.
rightfully ours.
He set me down gently and asked, "All right, we're clear.
3 sectors?
You
At your
okay?"
age.
And I could only
tactical
gasp.
decisions fall to
That
me.
was
We
actually
maintain order
such an
across 3
insane
sectors.
experience.
3
Thanks for
sectors?
saving my
At your
life.
age.
The tac-
He just smiled and said, "Not a
Something
problem.
personal.
I came here for you," which made me stop and ask in total disbelief, "You? You
Something
came for
personal.
me?"
We
He
should review the
paused.
route before we
Well,
dock.
my duty is
Be
to
careful,
save and
Victor.
protect
This
everyone
sector is
in
known
need
as the
of.
lawless region for a reason.
Then quickly corrected
review the route
himself,
before we
of
dock.
course, and I just
careful, Victor.
apologized.
This
Sorry
sector
for
is
all
known
the
as
screaming
lawless region for a
earlier.
reason. Do you
I
really think we can trust
explained,
him with
the blood
coordinates?
was
It
pooling
seems
in
too
my
risky.
brain,
He's
and
proven
I
himself
saw my
capable,
life
Avery.
flash in
We have to give him this
4K,
much faith.
to which he
Do
just
you really think
replied
we can
with a
trust him with the
chuckle,
coordinates?
fair
It
enough.
seems too risky.
He's proven
Let's
himself
get you
capable,
home.
Avery.
We have to give him.
Are you
That's
all right?
when I noticed we
Here,
were
drink
at a
some water.
foggy port,
fine, really.
standing in
Thank
front of a
you.
large, dark, industrial-looking ship,
Are
and
you
I
all right?
asked,
Here,
Wait,
drink some water.
is this your
I'm
ship?
fine, really. Thank you.
Am I finally going home? That's right. Come on, he said, guiding me up the gangplank. But as we boarded, I couldn't shake the deep paranoia crawling in my chest about this entire situation.
The patrol
This
boats
guy
will
was
be back
just
once the fog
entirely
lifts.
too
We need to
perfect.
secure the cargo
Like he
now.
was sent from
Must we do this
central
tonight?
casting
It's
just
freezing.
to save me, which made me
The patrol
wonder,
boats will be
but
back once the
why?
fog lifts. We need to secure
What's
the
in
cargo
it
now.
for him?
Must we do this tonight?
I stopped him on the deck and said, listen, I've had a rough week with different entities, so just to be sure, are you here to actually save me, or, I don't know, harvest my organs or something? I already did the first part, didn't I? He replied
at
with a
these
warm
edible museum
smile,
exhibits.
and right as we finally stood safely on his ship, I realized that I desperately needed a
Look
full
at these
spa
edible
day.
museum exhibits. So
I
walked right up
asked
to him
him
and
if
said
he
it
had
was
a
over.
bathroom
I don't
and
care
spare
about the
clothes,
contract.
because if I
Interesting.
didn't get out
You
of this
certainly know how to
gross,
make an
torn
entrance.
hospital
So I walked
gown,
right up to
take
him
a
and said it
bath,
was over.
and
I
brush
don't
my
care about
teeth
the contract.
ASAP, I
Interesting.
swore I was
You
going to
certainly know
lose
how to
my
make an
mind.
entrance. So I walked.
Thankfully, he had some
And what
spare
about your
clothes
personal
for me,
aircrafts?
but it turned out to be just a giant
wait.
black t-shirt that completely swallowed me whole, hanging
And what about
down
your
to my
personal
knees.
aircrafts?
When
you
I
hear
stepped
that?
out onto the
Was that a
ship's
jet?
deck, freshly
Or a
showered,
helicopter?
I walked in
Are we
on him,
finally getting
bulking
out of
up,
here?
and, oh my holy
you hear
juicy
that?
protein
that a
powder.
jet?
Just look at those
Or a
muscles and
helicopter?
veins.
Are
Wow.
we finally getting out of here?
My
We should check out
shirt's
that new
way
craft
too
shop.
big on
They
you,
say it has
he chuckled.
everything.
But hey,
Gadgets?
better than nothing,
Everything,
right?
babe.
And I stammered.
We should check out that
Yeah,
new craft shop.
yeah,
They say it has
but I like it.
everything.
It's cozy. So, are you
Everything,
from
babe.
here?
I told
Nope,
you the
he
stabilizers were
said,
backwards.
his tone
It's your
turning
fault the toaster is
serious.
shooting
I
knives
came
again.
here to
Both of you,
reclaim
look at the
something that was
diagram right
taken
here.
from me,
I
from
told you the
US,
stabilizers
and
were
to protect
backwards.
what's
It's your fault
left,
the toaster
which
is
just
shooting
made
knives
me
again.
reply.
Both of you, look at the diagram right here. I
Interesting.
told you the stabilizers were backwards. I
He
told
then
you,
told
this
me
sonic
his name
calibrator
was
is no match
Victor,
for my
and that
skills.
he was a
Watch this.
high-ranking military commander,
point,
apparently leading some kind of
told you, this
expedition
sonic
through this
calibrator is
weird,
no match for my
fog-infested
skills. Watch
region.
this.
He described
wait any
hopping from
longer.
island
The
to
drop has to
island with
happen
his
tonight.
crew, chasing
fog will
ancient
cover us.
ruins,
Just be quick.
lost history, and something
We can't
deeply
wait any
personal
longer.
that he
The drop
clearly
has to
wouldn't
happen
talk
tonight.
about.
The fog will come.
I met a local in town earlier. Her name is Nell, he explained, and she told me that this is a lawless region and completely off the grid, so it can be pretty chaotic, but that's all she shared. He was surprisingly warm and laid back for a commander, and the gentle way he kept checking on me, making sure I was okay, was definitely doing something to me.
Who?
Stand
But,
down.
of
She's had
course,
enough.
just when things were
This doesn't
finally
concern
looking
you,
up for
Commander.
me, the
Victor,
ship suddenly
please.
had serious engine issues,
Stand down.
and we
She's
were
had
forced
enough.
to dock again in the
This
nearest
doesn't
patch
concern
of
you, Commander.
land.
Victor.
We'll have to rest here for a while and ask around, Victor said, his face grim. But Nell told me that the locals here are pretty sneaky and love ripping off passing tourists, so we just need to be a little careful. We met up with his contact Nell in a rundown diner, who surprisingly looked like a tall, thin supermodel and had a distinctive, sharp tattoo over her right eye. I heard
really
you've
brought
had
this
quite a
emo lantern
trip,
guy
she
with you.
said, pushing
He
a
looks like he's
plate
about
to
to
me.
cry.
Eat up. You look like you haven't eaten in days.
You really
And I
brought this emo
replied,
lantern
you
guy
bet.
with you.
Back home my
He looks
dinner
like he's about to
usually comes
cry.
plated like edible museum exhibits. But this
You
will
really
do,
brought this emo
I
lantern
guess.
guy with you.
So,
Look,
where
we don't have time
exactly
for this.
is back
Best of
home?
three. Rock, paper,
Nell
scissors.
asked, and as I told her about my billionaire background
Look,
and
we
how
don't
I
have time
ended
for
up
this.
here,
Best of
she
three.
looked
Rock,
extra
paper,
intrigued by my
scissors.
story. She leaned back. So, you're not exactly the average tourist profile then. People usually come here on ferries, not on their own personal aircrafts. Oh, speaking of aircrafts,
gladly come
I
with both of
interrupted.
you.
Do you know anywhere I can borrow one? Preferably, I'd like a jet or at least a helicopter. We can try the local craft shop. They might have something experimental, Nell suggested, and I asked, craft shop? Like, gadgets and machines and stuff, to which she just smirked, everything, babe, just name it. We finally arrived at the craft shop, which was a chaotic place full of bizarre inventions, strange gadgets, and even food weapons, and apparently, it was being run by equally bizarre young girls. Build a jet in a day?
At all, you two.
Please, I could do it in my sleep with one hand, one of them boasted, and honestly, it sounded ridiculous. But at this point, the only thing that felt impossible was me getting back home.
Not suspicious at all,
One
you two.
entry, as the tech girls geeked out over engines and blueprint jargon, I glanced out the
Not
shop's dirty
suspicious at all, you
window
two.
and saw Victor and Nell talking outside, and they looked very sus.
Not
Planning to eavesdrop on their little conversation, I
stepmother.
stepped outside the shop, only to immediately crash into someone achingly familiar.
Holy.
It was him, tall, brooding, and unfairly attractive. Mr. Graveyard Hottie, and I realized, God, I actually missed him. He immediately gripped my arm, his voice low, "You're not
Now
safe
tell me,
here. They
where did
know
you
who
hide
you are
it?"
now, all of them. We need to leave," and I just
classy.
stammered, "What?
Now tell me.
What do you
Where did you
mean?
hide it?
And who's a they?"
GPS?
Suddenly, Victor stepped in between us, stating, "She stays with me," but Flynn countered, "That's not your call,"
GPS?
to which Victor replied, "Oh, I think it is, because I'm responsible for her now."
How can
I
you
was just
sit
standing there,
Everything is
watching
falling
two of the
apart.
hottest men alive fighting over me in the middle of a creepy, fog-covered
How can you just
mystery
sit there?
land.
Everything is
The whole situation
Divine,
felt like a
sweet,
Wattpad fever
creamy.
dream, and I just knew Mila would be frothing at the mouth if she ever heard about this.
divine, sweet.
Victor argued, "You need to come with me. You need muscle, not some emo lantern guy." Avery, "I've led troops through war zones while he's guarding trees and graveyards. You do the math."
Are you
Honestly,
seriously messing
it was
with me? I
completely
clearly asked for
impossible
tapioca,
to
not
choose
popping
between
pearls.
them,
I am
so
so
I
sorry
nervously
about that. Let me
suggested
fix it right
playing
away.
rock,
Are you
paper,
seriously messing
scissors
with
to
me? I clearly
decide.
asked for tapioca, not
And to my complete shock, they actually went for it, but the game quickly turned into an endless, deeply awkward loop of ties. I considered flipping a coin until we realized none of us even had one, so I blurted out, "I'd gladly come with both of you, anyway," and then froze.
Flynn, Victor,
So,
It's too
did
much.
I
How am I
just
supposed
say
to
that
handle
out
this?
loud?
why is everyone here?
Go ahead,
Before
try
either
it.
of
You might
them
like
could
it.
react, a red flash in a nearby alley snagged my
this is actually
attention. A
incredible.
glamorous woman
ahead,
with
try it.
sleek
You might like it.
glasses, a stylish hat, and a banner stood there like a
Wow, this
fashion
is
model
actually
turned
incredible.
CEO.
Go ahead, try it. You
You
She
have
pressed a
potential,
single,
Avery.
elegant
Raw,
finger to her
restless energy.
lips and
I'm
raised the
offering you a
banner,
contract to
which
become the
read,
next
"If
big
you
pop
want
idol.
real answers,
You have
follow
potential,
me." Then
Avery.
she winked at
Raw,
me and
restless
vanished
energy.
into the
I'm offering you a
shadows.
contract to become the next.
Okay, that was definitely not
Both.
suspicious
And
at
I'll
all,
need
but
3
my feet
islands.
seemed to have a mind of their own, so I immediately
Recruiting me
ditched the
or giving
boys
me
and
answers?
followed her straight
Both.
into a
And
nearby
I'll need 3
cafe.
islands.
And
She has
holy
a kid?
stepmother of boba tea,
I
I
am
wasn't
this close to
expecting this
losing
to
it.
exist here at all, but I immediately barged in,
She has a
only to
kid?
find that the entire
I
cafe
am
was
this close to
completely
losing
empty,
it.
except for that mysterious woman.
I demand
She
a
was
jet, a
sitting
best
there
friend,
like
and
a
14-hour
seductive
spa day
riddle
right now.
with
And
endless
these designer
legs.
sunglasses, they are
Casually
totally
sipping her
ruined.
drink
Do you
like this
understand the
was a
tragedy?
date.
I demand a jet, a best friend, and a
MHM.
14-hour spa day right now.
It's
And these designer
self-service.
sunglasses, they are totally ruined.
Oh. Love that. Real classy. Now, about those answers? Why don't you throw a question first? Just a little suggestion. Okay, fair. So, where the heck am I?
Secrets
She
are the true
sipped her
currency
tea
of this
louder
city.
and even
And
more
tonight, we
dramatically.
discuss the price of power, the cost of riches, and the thrill
They
of
surely
control.
have the
Secrets
best
are the true
boba
currency
tea
of this
around
city.
here.
And tonight,
It tastes so divine and
Oh.
sweet and creamy.
Experiment on you.
It's
erase
probably
you.
laced with something drippy, like a special honey made from
Own you.
paradise.
Experiment.
And
Even
look,
the ones who
I'm here
saved me?
because you promised me answers,
isn't it?
not some boba tea
How do I know you're
review.
not one of them?
As if testing my
Even the
last
ones who
nerve,
saved me?
she started taking selfies
isn't
with
it?
her tea.
How do I know?
Serious
That's your call,
question.
sweetheart.
Are you trying to help
exactly do they
me or
want from
mess
me?
with me? Apologies.
That's your call,
Can't
sweetheart.
a woman have a little fun?
What exactly do they want
Anyway, before we get serious, she took her drink and strolled toward me like she
just
had
made me
all the
even more
time in the
confused.
universe. I then held my breath
Carrying
as she leaned in way too close.
from me? You just made me even more...
Seriously,
Cult
what was
leader?
up with this whole
Boba
town or
witch?
whatever?
Oh, darling.
Why was it full of insanely attractive men
Spy?
and women,
Cult leader?
aside from those
Boba
freaks and
witch?
psychos?
Oh,
Of course.
darling.
Try this one first. I
want
took a
jet,
sip and
jet.
realized that she
That's how my
wasn't
story
lying about her
ends.
boba tea review. I knew you'd like it.
well,
Anyway, have you considered being a pop idol?
then,
With that face card and body, T,
well,
I can make you global. Are you
serious?
recruiting me or giving me answers?
Quickly
Both.
now. They're coming.
Anyway, I've heard your family owns
serious?
quite a few islands. Think I could have,
now.
say,
They're coming.
3? Strictly for my child's private playground. Wait, she has a kid? And how does she know that? Miss, whoever you are, I am this close to losing it. I just want my jet, my best friend, and a 14-hour spa day. And to go back to a life where my biggest problem was choosing which designer sunglasses to wear. I got up, ready to leave, when the doors and windows suddenly slammed
Crazy
shut with a
boba
loud
witch.
bang, trapping us in. It's them, she said, her tone suddenly serious. Which of them?
What's happening?
There's a lot of lunatics in this place. You're probably
light belongs
confused,
to me.
being in a place that promises new secrets and answers long buried in time, she said, and where
light
people from
belongs to
different
me.
places come chasing power, riches, and control. Everyone wants a piece of you. Some to protect
Saving
you
what's
and use
left.
you at the same time. Some to own you. Some to experiment on
Saving
you.
what's left.
And others to erase you. What?
Avery.
Even
take
the
my
ones
hand.
who saved me?
Let me protect you.
The ones I
We
kind
have
of
to move
trusted?
now.
Tragic,
Avery.
isn't it?
Take my hand.
Then how do
Let
I
me
know
protect
you're
you.
not one of them?
We have to move.
She just sipped her tea again and shrugged. That's your call, sweetheart. What is this all about, anyway? And what exactly do they want from me? Your
don't owe them
arrival just
anything.
made things even
Just keep
messier.
shining.
You're carrying something none of them planned for.
You don't owe them
You just
anything.
made me even more
Just keep
confused.
shining.
What even are you? Spy? Cult leader? Crazy vlogger? Rogue journalist? Boba witch? Oh, darling. I just like knowing how the story ends. Then I want a jet so I
Avery,
can go
look,
home
I got
safely
it
with my
started.
best friend.
We can finally leave this place.
That's how my story ends.
Girl,
Well,
let's go.
then.
Hurry up.
Your answers await,
Miracles
as
do freaking
promised.
happen, folks.
It's right beneath us,
Girl,
she
let's go!
said,
Hurry
and
up!
then she tapped her high heel pointedly on the
Miracles do freaking
floorboards.
happen, folks.
Wait, was she serious? Quickly now. They're coming. And they're not here for the bobati.
Stop!
Just
Don't leave
then,
us!
the whole cafe started to shake violently, and that was my cue. I flung the hatch
don't leave
open,
us!
climbed down, and found myself in some kind of underground cave. I was completely lost in the dark, damp space until I spotted a fully intact jet sitting up ahead, gleaming in a single beam of light. And then I heard the echoes of that woman's laughter from above, and I knew she was SUS. She freaking tricked me, that crazy boba witch. Suddenly, a brilliant beam of moonlight burst through a crack in the cave ceiling and
You
hit
were
me square
scaring us.
on, making me feel
Sweetheart.
weird. What's happening?
Mila,
I wondered,
happened to your
just
arm?
as everyone, and I
fracture.
mean everyone,
okay?
started showing up from every dark direction, completely messing with
happened to
my
your arm?
head.
it's a fracture.
Llama,
back,
the deer
Aviator
woman,
Barbie.
was there, her voice echoing, the prophecy lied. It wasn't supposed to be you.
Aviator Barbie.
I was chosen to be the new moon, and not you. I am the true vessel, and that light belongs to me, she cried, just as Jylan, the surgeon, stepped out. You are the perfect subject. I must know what you truly are. Example. Then Nell, the diner woman, appeared, utterly visible. You carry the moonlight. And with it, you can save what's left of us.
Avery,
Victor, the
you've been in a
blonde
coma for
commander,
3 months.
stepped forward.
It's been so
Come with
quiet
me,
without you.
Avery.
I wish you would wake up.
This region's
Avery,
balance
you've
depends
been in a
on
coma
you.
for 3 months.
Let me
It's been so
protect you
quiet
before
without
they
you.
twist what you
I wish
are.
you would wake up.
Just shut up,
Somebody
all of
help!
you. And don't come any closer. I screamed, completely overwhelmed by everyone.
What
And
for?
just like that, I snapped back.
I know.
I
it was
spotted a
reckless of me.
small, dark tunnel tucked into a
What
corner of
for?
the cave and sprinted for it like my life
I
depended
know,
on it.
It was reckless of me.
Because it did.
What?
When I finally
But we're
burst
alive,
out the
aren't we?
other side of the
Yeah.
tunnel, an actual,
And I
real,
had the
full-sized
weirdest dream
jet was
ever.
there, and Mila was inside,
alive, aren't
waving
we?
frantically.
Yeah. And
I
guess what the
jumped
deer
in,
said?
slammed the
shadows
hatch
started
shut,
creeping in
and
right as Victor
immediately
was about to
fired
kiss
up
me.
the
It
engine,
was
ignoring the
terrifyingly
shouting
romantic.
behind me.
And guess what the deer said?
That's when they all showed up at the tunnel
Oh my
exit,
God.
faces
that
I'd
means the
never
IV.
forget, all
It wasn't
charging
saline
toward
at
me
all,
as
was
I
it?
prepared for takeoff. But they were too late.
Did you have the same dream, Mila?
I had already launched the jet straight up into the dark
Oh my
night
God.
sky, leaving them behind.
Did you have the same dream?
No
No,
one owns
dummy.
me. I'm done being
Did you
told what
see
to
what
do,
happened in the
I
game?
yelled. I'm my own person, not your
No,
freaking
dummy.
vessel or whatever. So guess what?
Did you see what happened in the game?
Freaks. Freedom
No,
at last.
dummy.
Entry.
Did you see what
I
happened in
jolted
the
awake
game?
to the sound of steady beeping machines and the
No,
harsh
dummy.
glare of blinding, fluorescent
Did you
hospital
see
lights.
what happened in the game? Genshin
Sweetheart.
Impact.
Oh my God. Honey, she's finally awake. My mother cried
Genshin
out,
Impact.
and my father added, there you are. You better have a good excuse for scaring us like
Genshin
that,
Impact.
young lady.
Look at
While I
this.
was still
Dream, the one you
processing the
described, it
emotional
perfectly
mess of
matches the
seeing my
symptoms of
very
non-crime.
real,
It's not
very
just a
rich
coincidence,
parents
Avery.
again,
What?
someone else
Look at
walked
this.
in,
The
Mila.
dream, the one you described, it
Her arm was in a cast,
What you
and
are
her
about to
eyes
see
were
will change
glassy, but
everything
she
you
was
thought you knew
smiling
about
at
this
me,
hospital.
and I felt super relieved. Welcome
you are
back,
about to see will
Aviator
change
Barbie.
Everything you thought you knew.
That's when it finally hit me. It was all indeed a dream, a very vivid, very long dream, and I had finally, truly woken up. So, apparently, I had survived the crash but fell into a deep coma for 3 long months. And after the crash, Mila got us help, even with a busted arm, and screamed until rescue found us.
Dive
Later,
into the
when it was
immersive
just the
world.
2 of us in the quiet hospital room, I finally spoke. I'm sorry, Mila.
Dive into the immersive.
What for?
Battle and uncover
You
the
were
secrets
right.
of Teyvat.
I was too curious, too reckless, and it got
Explore,
us here,
battle,
she said,
and
trying
uncover
to
the
smile.
secrets of Teyvat.
But
Presenting
we're
the Luna
alive,
1
aren't
update,
we? She
featuring the
added, and I
terrifying new
just
region,
replied,
Nod
yeah.
Cry.
And I had the weirdest dream
Presenting
ever.
the Luna 1 update.
Mila's eyes lit up, her friendly demeanor returning as she demanded, oh, spill it, every single detail.
truths about the heaven.
The
And I
anniversary
did.
event is here. Claim
I
your
told
free
her
5-star
every
character
juicy,
and dive into new
terrifying,
minigames. Don't miss
ridiculous,
the free
and
polls.
strangely
The
romantic
anniversary event
detail
is
of the
here.
past
Claim
3
your free
months.
5-star character and
When I finished, she just stared at me, her face thoughtful. Wait a minute. Your dream sounds familiar. You say
Click
that
the
like you've
download
had the
link now
same one,
and get an
I
exclusive
replied,
gift code.
confused by her sudden seriousness. No, dummy, she said, pulling out her phone. Remember the game I've been playing lately? The one I'm obsessed with? Genshin Impact, she said. We literally watched the trailer of the new update the night before the accident. The place in your dream,
Give me the
it
freaking
sounds
game.
exactly like
I need to
Nod
meet them
Cry,
again.
the newest region in their video game world. She opened her
Welcome to
phone,
the
pulled
fandom,
up the
Avery.
trailer, and played it again
I
for
knew
me,
you'd join
and my jaw
eventually.
absolutely dropped. The dark mist, the towering lighthouse, the massive glowing moon, the creepy town, everything was right there. My whole 3-month-long, vivid dream was literally on her phone screen, but that wasn't all. But more than that, so were they, all of them, just in their stylized video game versions and aesthetics. The trailer's narrator boomed, dive into the immersive world of Genshin Impact, the open-world action RPG, where you explore, battle, and uncover the secrets of Teyvat across PC, mobile, and console, all seamlessly connected. On September 10, version Luna 1 arrives with a massive update, the mysterious new region, Nod Cry. And the most important story chapter yet, revealing long-awaited truths about the heavenly principles, Fatui, and Ether and Lumen. To celebrate Genshin's 5th anniversary, enjoy a free 5-star character, exciting challenges and mini-games, tons of free polls, and more. The Wish banners feature Llama and Nahida, followed by Flynn, Jylan, and newcomer I Know. Ready to explore, battle, and uncover the truth? Click the download link now and use your exclusive gift code to get a head start into. I just stared at the screen, feeling amazed and completely traumatized at the same time. Was it really just a dream? Or was it somehow something more? Either way, I knew what I had to do. Okay, that's it, I said, my voice firm. Give me the freaking game. I need to try it. I need to meet them again. Mila just grinned, her face triumphant. Welcome to the fandom, girl. You're one of us now. And just like that, I was ready to dive back into all those wild adventures. and even get closer to my favorite characters.
He loved me,
You know exactly
He
who
loved
they
me.
are, my graveyard hottie,
But I
my
loved someone
blonde
else.
commander, and all the others.